Thank you very much for allowing me to introduce you to digital dictation. You no doubt have been using the cassette systems for some time. The great advantage of the cassette system was we did get around to a single slide switch for record, stop, and review. That's been one of the great features of this system. The cassette itself has served its purpose, but it gives you the burden of getting, once you've dictated on this cassette, getting this tape to somebody that can actually produce the work. Let me show you how digital has taken that responsibility away from me and giving you back the same slide switch. I'm recording right now with the simple action of moving it straight up as I've done before. I can pause, I can continue recording as we're doing right now, and if I want to listen back to what I've said, it's a simple matter of pulling the switch down into the review position just like you've done all along with your cassettes and releasing it. Let's do that. Pull it down. The longer you hold it, the further back it goes.
It's a simple matter of pulling the switch down into the review position just like you've done all along with your cassettes and releasing it. Let's do that.
Now, when you're at the end of the recording on a digital system, it automatically stops. Of course, you have to put it back into record to continue, but it doesn't run blank tape. Another important feature is you've got hundreds of hours of recording on here, so you never have to take a pocket full of tapes if you're traveling out of town. Now, how do I get this dictation to my secretary? That's been a burden with the cassettes because it could easily lie on my desk all day long without her coming and picking it up or me getting it to her, so she doesn't get to transcribe at the same time as I've dictated it. It may happen the following day. This is what digital does for you. When you dock it into the charging station, the computer is going to recognize the fact that it sees on my machine, it recognizes there's a device on here, and that's going to tell me it's transporting my job to my secretary. And now it's going to tell me it's safe to remove my recorder. So I can easily take it back out of the stand and dictate some more. It's that easy. But the important thing to remember here is once I've docked it, that dictation is gone. It went into a backup folder on my PC just in case it doesn't get to the destination I've sent it to. And that destination, by the way, can be at the girl's desk out there in her office. She could be at home. She could be in another country. This dictation is digital, so it can be sent a number of ways, through a network, through email, through whatever, to its destination. It can be transcribed and returned the same way. That's one of the features, that's another feature of digital that just is outstanding. Another feature is that your cell phone becomes a digital dictating device. This is very important because if you just left a client and you'd like to record or capture that billing that you spent with him that time, there's no better way than pick up your cell phone, push a button on your speed dial for a number. You say, I just spent 30 minutes with the Brookings Corporation. Please bill him accordingly. And when you end your call, that dictation will probably be transcribed. That invoice is probably in the mail before I get to the office. I can easily pick it up and dictate a letter. I can also press a button to review and listen to what I've dictated. I give you a little cheat sheet for your wallet, which we'll go over in just a minute. But you can do everything with this cell phone that I do with my recorder. I can listen, I can review, I can make corrections, I can select different secretaries. Anything that I need to do can be done from my cell phone, the same as with my recorder. When I end my call, the important thing is there's nothing to send or transport. It's there. She has it. It'll be typed before I probably even get to the office. There's a little cheat sheet I mentioned that goes into your wallet, gives you all the controls. Record is number 2, pause is number 1, review and play is number 3. You simply press 2, begin recording, you press 1 to pause, you press 3 and review what you've just recorded. If it's priority and you want it to come out in red on her screen, you press a 6 when you're through with your dictation. You simply hang up the call and she's got it. There's a business card on the back of this that you also carry in your wallet that gives you direct access to a human being. You call, we're there. You call me, I'll talk to you. I'll help you out. I'll get you through whatever the problem is you might be encountering if you forgot something. But we're here to serve you. Services are stock and trade. That's why we've been here 41 years. Thank you so much for your time. The secretary is notified there's work that's come in. There's been a pop-up on here letting her know that she's got work to do, and she double-clicks on her icon. She pulls up a screen and says you have 3 new non-priority jobs. Brings up a point. If there were a priority job on there, it would be in red, and all I do to exercise a priority is when I'm using my recorder is press the priority button when I end my dictation. So when I dock it, that dictation is going to be in red and come up first on her screen. She clicks on the OK. She has a screen in front of her. I'm going to enlarge it so we can see it a little better. And she has 3 pieces of dictation on here that I've sent her. And there's no transcription name on there, so it means this has not been done yet. She just double clicks on one.
To transcribe this document.
She gets a verbal confirmation she has it now in the transcription slot. And all she does now is press her pedal, preferably put an earphone on so it's private. We're going to play this out loud for you.
Slide left to record as I'm doing right now. I can pause, put it back up and record.
When she releases the pedal, it'll roll back 2 or 3 words or whatever she automatically sets it for, or she can reverse it here and play it again.
Now I can pause, put it back up and record and continue my dictation.
Just like she does now. Listening with an earphone, foot control controls the play, the rewind, and even the fast forward. The difference is she didn't have to rewind the tape. It was already rewound. It was ready to go at the beginning. And when she's through, let me just show you what she hears here. And there's a progress line here enabling her to know exactly where she is on the recording. There are minutes and lengths of recordings printed out here for her so she knows how many minutes or hours it happens to be. She's got more information than she's ever had. The time and date stamp is on there that when you dictated this work. And when she signs on to it, her name and her time and date stamp is going to be on there as well, indicating what time she actually transcribed that work. It's a very good system. Now,
at end,
when she gets to the end of the recording, she simply
document transcribed.
Signs off on it, and that throws it into a completed folder. It'll remain in that completed folder for 30 days. It doesn't get erased. In fact, she can't erase it. It stays in that completed folder, and then it erases itself, just in case she needs to get back to it. There's one thing I didn't mention that's very important. When you docked your dictating device into that docking station and it transported those files to her, it also sent a copy of those files to your PC in a backup folder where it will remain to whatever length of time you want it. So whatever happens to the server, to the transcription end of it, you've got a duplicate set of files on your PC and can be resent back through the system. So nothing is ever lost. Let me repeat that. Nothing is ever lost. Can't be erased, can't be deleted, can't be lost, regardless of what your equipment does. There's always 2 or 3 copies that can be accessed. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to introducing you into the digital world. It's going to be a blessing, and it's very, very affordable. Thank you.